Hey beautiful ladies, thanks for checking out my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get this gorgeous, glamorous look. This is part 2, okay? So I did the first part, which was focusing on how I did like my base and everything from like the skin prep to highlighting and contouring. In this video, I'm going to show you how I did my eyes, my brows, my blush, and my lips, okay? So what do you think? I love how it turned out, and I hope this is going to be helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know.
So we're going to start by filling in our brows. Now, if you don't fill in your brows, I highly recommend it, even on an everyday basis, but definitely when you're going for a full face glam. Filling in your brows just really helps frame your eyes and frame your face, and really like takes your makeup game to the next level. So usually I'll use just like smoked topaz or rustic brown, but I wanted something just a touch softer, so I decided to mix rustic brown with a little bit of Moca Java on a palette, so that's what I'm using to fill in my brows this time. So to fill in your brows with ShadowSense, all you need is a small like angled brush and a spoolie. So a lot of times these brushes will come like dual-ended, like the one I'm using right now. So you use the angled part to draw it in, and then the spoolie part to kind of blend it out a little bit. Now, if you get color underneath where you don't want it, you can use Candlelight or concealer to kind of clean up the edges a little bit and kind of make those edges a little bit sharper. Now we're going to start my eyes by using Candied Cocoa Shimmer in the transition. So I'm going to start by putting a little bit above my crease and using a fluffy brush to blend back and forth in a windshield wiper motion. Now, if you've watched my tutorials before, you've probably heard me say this, but you want to make sure that you're blending the color upwards towards your brow to make sure that you can see it when your eyes are open. If you can't see the colors while your eyes are open, directly looking at the mirror, you want to add more color above that crease. So I'm going to be using Smoke Shimmer ShadowSense, but if you don't have it, Smoked Topaz Shimmer ShadowSense would be a great option from our permanent line. Now, I always love doing a darker color in my outer corner to create like a smoky eye whenever I'm doing a glam look, but this technique is particularly good if you have close set eyes, because the darker color in your outer corners is going to kind of draw the attention outward and make your eyes appear wider and further apart. Now we're going to help our eyes pop by putting a lighter color in the inner corner of our eyes. Now when I use a glitter ShadowSense, I like to apply it directly with the doe foot applicator and then pat it in with a flat brush to keep that glitter really pigmented. So I pretty much concentrate where I put it in the blank spot of the lid, and then when I pat it in, I pat it over and I kind of like overlap the other darker color. It's really important not to let that darker color like go down below your lower lash line, because it can make your eyes appear droopy. So I like to clean it up with the foundation brush. Now, blush is always an important step to bring healthy color back into your face, but especially when you're doing like a full glamorous face for photos, because the camera can kind of wash you out a little bit. You actually want to put a little bit more blush than you usually would, make it a little bit darker so it still appears really nice and fresh on camera. So one of the things I love about ShadowSense is that you can blend it out or build it up, and just like you can build up a color pigment, you can also build up the glitter impact. So I'm going in with another layer of the Sandstone Pearl glitter just to make it a little more glamorous. I absolutely love using our liquid EyeSense for top liner because it gives a really crisp line and it lasts forever. I feel like it's like the LipSense for your like eyelashes or like your liner, because it does not budge. Adding top liner is a really great way to make your lashes look thicker, because that line right next to your lashes just makes them look thicker. And of course, you can also add a little bit of a wing at the end for a little extra pizzazz. Now, one of the great things about this liquid EyeSense is that when it dries, it's really easy to kind of, I don't want to say peel off, but it comes off nicely. It doesn't smudge. So you can kind of make it a little bit shorter if you want, and then you can add on a little bit of a longer wing just to play around with it until you get the matching wings. Now I like using the pencil EyeSense on my lower lash line, and I just use it on like the outer third because if you use it all the way across, it can make your eyes appear closed off. So I just like using it on the outer third or so. Now I don't use our lash primer on a daily basis, but when I want really thick, long, beautiful lashes for a glamorous look like this, I love using it because since it primes them and like coats them in that beige color, it really helps you get every single last little lash and get it coated with the mascara. So I actually like to alternate my regular and waterproof mascara when I really want those like falsy looking lashes, because the waterproof formula and the regular formula actually have different brushes that are best suited for that formula. And since they have a little bit of a different shape, they can reach different like lashes a little bit better. So some of them that are thinner or smaller, I feel like they get reached different with the different wands. So I like to alternate them. Now in between mascara layers, I also alternate my LipSense applications. So I'm starting with Bella LipSense because I kind of, again, want to keep this look kind of like a natural glam, and Bella is just a perfect everyday color. So as you can see now that I'm going in with my waterproof mascara, you can see the brush is actually a little bit bigger and fluffier, which again is just going to reach different lashes to make sure that they all get coated in that nice VolumeIntense mascara that's going to make them look super long, super full, and helps them be super healthy. Now for my lower lashes, I only do one coat of mascara, and I just chose to do waterproof this time. So for my second layer of LipSense, I'm actually going to be using Currant LipSense, which is like a nice reddish orange color, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I just wanted to redden up my lips a little bit, so I'm sandwiching it in between that Bella. And now while this layer of LipSense dries, I'm going to finish off with one more layer of regular mascara. I love that I get long, beautiful lashes with just one coat of the VolumeIntense mascara, but if I choose to, I can build it up a couple layers and get really gorgeous, like falsy looking lashes, and they still feel nice and soft. They don't look clumpy or gross or flaky. I just love the versatility of that mascara. Now that that third layer of LipSense has dried, I'm going to seal everything in with Glossy Gloss, and now my lips are kiss proof, my makeup is smudge proof, and it's going to last all through my glamorous photo shoot.